What's up, guys? So last night was TLC, a pay-per-view that was like good, but like I felt like by the time I really got like emotionally invested into it, it was main event time. So to start off, I mean, besides the kickoff show, which by the way, Peter Rosenberg, every kickoff, Raw, SmackDown, double brands, keep Peter Rosenberg. Is that guy, if you didn't know who he was. Peter Rosenberg, I think he's on like Hot 97. Very big wrestling fan, very good show. You should watch it sometime. He's really good. Keep him, please. Besides the kickoff match, which is basically like the same thing every SmackDown pay-per-view. So every tag team together in a really big 8, 10, 12 something man tag match. The first match of the night was the Wyatt family versus Slater and Rhino for the tag titles. Every match on the card was really good, but like the things that are like wrong were kind of just nitpicky. The only thing that felt really bad about this is that Slater and Rhino really didn't get that much offense. And no point in this match that I really feel like they were gonna win. Along with that, was it me or did the match feel like just really short? It gets to a point, unless like you start writing stuff down, you see like what happens. There's about 2 moments in the match that you can actually remember. Luke taking a spear, you know, the guy that isn't even in the match, and then Randy's RKO. SmackDown's tag division has a lot of good teams that like can put on like these incredible tag team matches, but like you had this match come in and they didn't really do much. It was kind of just like, here's a couple spots, here's some new champions. Also, Slater and Rhino, can you at least match? You're a tag team. One guy's wearing orange, one guy's wearing pink. But besides those moments, it's kind of like with Roman and Triple H. Like you really don't remember the match at all. All you kind of remember is Roman spearing Stephanie, Roman wins the belt. But honestly, the end of the match was really cool. The whole symbolic gesture of like Randy giving Luke the titles. Are they gonna do like a Freebird rule? Because like the New Day, they're gonna drop the belt soon because they're gonna break the record. But overall, I mean, it's great to see them champion, but makes you think how long they're really gonna hold them, because I feel like this is just a slow progression to like Randy versus Bray WrestleMania. But like that pose at the end, that part was really cool. Next up was the no disqualification match, I think, between Nikki and Carmella. Both of the women's matches were great. They're fine. The thing I like about SmackDown's division and then Raw's division, like they're so split, it's so different. You have one set of emotions going into Raw, you have one set of emotions going to SmackDown. On Raw, when they talk about the women, they always talk about how historic everything is, how like they're making history and all that kind of stuff. And then you go to SmackDown, it's like, oh yeah, they're in a tables match. Oh yeah, they're in no disqualification. Where you need to make sure that like everyone knows that what they're doing is history. You don't want to like drive that point in too hard by telling everybody the same thing on SmackDown, because then eventually everyone's just like, okay, we get it, it's history. Then like every small accomplishment in the women's division is like, oh my god, history! They changed the name to Superstars, so treat them as superstars. Just let it happen. But Nikki and Carmella, I mean, they had a good match. There was a lot of fire extinguisher. Just a lot of it. 5 minutes later. 2 minutes later. 1 minute later. So you can look, but you can't touch. This is just so cringe. Nikki stayed on top of the barricade and then like kicking Carmella off of that. That was actually pretty cool. I feel like that was probably the spot of the night for that match, at least. Based off like the style you see now, Nikki and Carmella before in like NXT days, and then how they wrestle on the main roster now, you can tell it's like they really went out there and like put it all on the line, and they did a great job. I know the Miz Dolph match was right after that, but I'm gonna talk about tables match. There's parts of the match you're like, this is cool, and other parts like, is it over? Between both of the matches, like, they feel like the first half of Nikki and Carmella, it was probably better. And then like the last half for Alexa and Becky, that was better. It was kind of just like a real slow start from the beginning. Like all the table setups were kind of just a little, just kind of awkward. But I'm not sure exactly which one it was, but I think someone got power bombed or something like that, or slammed really hard. But like they knocked the table out the way. It might have been Alexa, but they knocked the table out the way so they didn't go through it. I thought that was really smart. To me, like some of the biggest parts of the match happened like when they're on the top rope, like in the right corner. It kind of had a lot more like Sheamus and John Cena looked into it. Pretty sure it was Alexa when she pushed over the table so she couldn't go through it. Because the match was kind of slow from the beginning, kind of got you right back into it. Like, okay, this is kind of cool. Let me watch the rest. Becky's DDT on Alexa just looked like, it looked really painful, and not for Alexa. From what it looked like, Alexa just kind of just hit the table, which, you know, because it's laying flat, it's not going to really do much. But Becky, she's the one that fell on the metal. That looked like it hurt her more than it hurt Alexa. But it is a tables match, so like when they go through the table, it kind of has to be like a surprise finish, because if you kind of set up for it, then it just looks really fake. So the powerbomb out of nowhere, just throwing Becky through the table, I feel like that was a good way kind of just to end it, because it's a tables match. So like if you take too much time to set up for like the finish, then it's just sucks. Because like in kayfabe, if you can see the finish coming and you're going through a table, move. So a surprise finish for Alexa winning, that was great. And so far, like her career, when it comes to talking at least, been made on Talking Smack. Like she did so well. She went the majority of like her Talking Smack interview like babyface. She was crying and getting all emotional and telling her story, which like it got really touching. Then when Renee brought up Becky Lynch, she like switched right back like really quick, like nothing changed. Like Alexa as a heel, because like her heel persona isn't like to hate the fans. It's just to hate whoever's champion because she wants what she wants. And she's just doing really great, so congratulations to her. Well deserved. I'm glad she's champ. So Miz and Dolph, they had a great match. Every time I feel like whenever I see Miz and Dolph having a match, my first reaction is like, okay. Then once I start watching them, it's a totally whole new situation because they go in there, they face each other so many times that like it feels like they just know each other. They have great chemistry together based off every match they've done so far this year. Miz versus Dolph Ziggler should be feud of the year. Maurice never got involved, which I thought was kind of like, why? Like, why not? This is a ladders match. This is a time where you really should get involved, and she probably could have just climbed the ladder. But overall, in the ladder match, it was really good. Like, I wouldn't put it on the level of, like, No Mercy or Backlash, because those matches I felt like were better than the ladder match last night. But from the standards that Dolph and Miz have been putting on so far, it reached every standard they need to. This was different. Based off how Miz usually wins, it's always kind of creative, so I thought that, it would have been some type of creative way for him to retain, but instead he kind of just kicked him in the and it's so blatantly obvious that they're gonna do Bryan versus Miz because we know that Bryan can't wrestle. That's like the part, like we're just waiting to see like how is he going to get cleared so he can face the Miz, because we all know that that's gonna happen. Don't know exactly how it's gonna happen because Bryan honestly can't wrestle, and it's just really weird. Like we know that at some point in time, because like doing all of this is for a reason, for him to take all his moves, to talk so much crap to him. It's all for a reason. He's gonna face him one day. We just don't know when, and I just really can't wait, and I hope it's at WrestleMania. Aaron versus Kalisto. That was actually my favorite match of the night. The match I did not give a crap about became my favorite of the night, and I actually rewatched it again today. Funniest part of the match, honestly, was the fact that when Kalisto got into the ring, he climbed out so he can go get a chair, right? All the chairs are literally around the ring right now. You can see every chair. When he rolled out the ring, he looked at the chairs, but he still went under the ring to find a chair, looking for about 2 minutes, realizing they're all right behind you, and then you slowly throw them in. I thought it'd been kind of cool when Baron does his entrance, when it all goes red, that Kalisto comes out of nowhere and just hits him with a chair. Then when Baron set up like a table of chairs, it kind of was like John Cena, Wade Barrett 2010. I think like the big rumor is that Baron's supposed to be facing Cena soon. I don't know how you're gonna do Cena and Baron and then transition Cena into Cena Undertaker. Just sounds like Baron's gonna get buried. Was it End of Days or Deep Six? Whatever it is called. That onto the chair, that was great, and that was a great way to end it. And Baron won. Again, when he went on Talking Smack, which again, Baron Corbin's career so far, since the brand split, has been on Talking Smack. Because like he comes up there, he doesn't say much, but what he says holds a lot of weight. And it makes you think, because he was talking about, I need to be in the main event picture. I've beaten everyone that I need to beat. I should at least get an opportunity. Even though he's kind of being like a jerk about it, I mean, he's telling the truth. There's been nothing that Baron Corbin has said so far, even though like he's being a jerk about it, that isn't the truth. He deserves at least have an opportunity to be part of the main event. It'd be cool. Maybe not tomorrow because they're doing Ellsworth and Styles, but next week, put Baron in the main event, see how it works. And now the main event. Look at AJ's butt. Man, it was all out there. I think Daniel Bryan said the best. Honestly, the match of the night was ruined by Ellsworth, and it really was. It was so obvious it was gonna happen, and I'm gonna relate that again back to like Roman and Triple H. Like, it was so obvious that Roman was gonna win the title. They can't do it. It's just too obvious, right? I tweeted, a bunch of other people tweeting, oh my god, it'd be cool Undertaker came out, because I think that's what he did at SummerSlam 2009 with Jeff and Punk. To me, if someone was gonna interfere, it should have been that. Because if you're doing Styles and Undertaker, it's kind of hard when the main event was ruined, and the reason that AJ retained was because of Ellsworth. From what it looks like right now, instead of getting Styles and Undertaker, we're going to get Styles versus Ambrose versus Ellsworth at the Rumble. And that just doesn't sound good. AJ won the title by kicking Ambrose in the little asylums. Ellsworth helped him win the title at TLC. It's okay for a heel to get a clean defense. I mean, if he's phenomenal, then he can win. Overall, the match was really cool, and honestly, like, the funniest part of the match is when Ellsworth, like, knocked over the ladder and then Ambrose went through the table. The way he just laid there in his face, I know this little boy did not just do that. It looked like he was so in shock that, like, he just couldn't stand back up. Yeah, but Ellsworth in a neck brace and stuff, I get it, because he got style clash, like, off, like, steel steps. He wore a girdle, now a neck brace. He's one body cast away from being the Yeti. When it comes to the match, like AJ did it like a 450 and kind of just like went out the ring and kind of like just landed on his face. Ambrose, he took like a ladder and put it on top of a like announce table, I think Spanish announce table, German, somebody. Then he did an elbow off of that. It kind of made me think like you couldn't just grab the bigger ladder. And Ambrose was trying and he was crawling to reach the title, but like he only went up like 2 pegs on the ladder. You know you can't reach it. Why would you even try? All the energy saved on trying to stretch to grab it, you could have gone up another one. So I'm giving it like a 7.5. I feel like that's reasonable. What did you guys think about the pay-per-view? Leave it down in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you really enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, share, and always subscribe. And we out.